Okay, so now let's look at another reaction. This is actually called the chemical volcano. So what we're going to do, we're going to, similarly to what we did with the gummy bear, we're going to see if we can create an explosion by not necessarily adding any fire. We're going to actually produce that. And sometimes this is shown as part of like fireworks or flames. We'll see how it actually looks. So what we have right here is a compound inside this evaporating dish. We have a very fine powder that is called potassium permanganate. This potassium permanganate contains potassium, manganese, and oxygen. A lot of oxygen. Actually, it has an oxygen molecule is O2. Potassium permanganate has 4 of those, so 4 oxygen 4. So a lot of oxygen. And it's very fine. It actually is a powder that I had to grind. So you can see that here I actually use a mortar and I use a pestle, and I make sure that it's ground very fine. And what we're gonna add, similar to what we did before with the gummy bear, we're gonna add a source that has carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. So I'm going to add glycerol. And glycerol is an alcohol that it actually has, sometimes it's called glycerin. Maybe you have heard of a glycerin soap. So that's exactly what glycerin is. It's very thick. I don't know if you guys can see it over here, but it's a very thick liquid, very viscous, that's what we said. And this is actually going to cause a certain reaction. And then let's see what actually happens. Potassium permanganate that has a lot of oxygen, and glycerol that has carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. So let's see, let me get out of the hood and let's see what happens. All right, look at this. Nice. A lot of flames. Oh, and that looks like a volcano actually. That is very nice. Wow. Now you probably saw that the flames were purple. That purple again was from the potassium, as we saw with the gummy bear and the Swedish fish. So we saw that flame, and actually what happened is exactly the same reaction that we saw before. It's a combustion reaction, but it's actually more than that. It's an oxidation reaction. So what happened is that potassium permanganate that has 4 oxygen is a better oxidizing than just pure oxygen gas. So very strong oxidizing agent. What it did, it oxidized that glycerol that has carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. We produce carbon dioxide, we produce water. There was something again that we had the potassium still there. That's why we saw that color flame. But what is important is that we saw that energy, and all that energy was seen in that flame. Now let's look and see how this looks inside. Okay. So very solid right here. And actually, I still have some potassium there probably that I can still ignite. Let me put it like that. I can see, let's see if we can get some more. So this is like a little cake. I'm going to move this cable that is plastic. It was kind of like in the way for safety first. So we have to make sure that this is moved. And let's see if I can get more out of that. So I think there's still some more in there. It's probably not going to be as big, but we'll see. I'm actually going to put some in here. Oh, there it is. And I'm closing this. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. They put this on to make sure that I don't breathe any of that. Oh, look, that there you can see the fireworks. Look at that. Beautiful. Can you see those little sparkles? Wow. These are chemical volcano. Now it looks like kind of like a flame from a burner. This is amazing. And again, we created fire. Isn't that awesome? Chemistry is awesome, guys. As long as we do it safely. Of course, I'm in the hood.